Miss Iris, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Take a seat.
Thank you, ma'am.
Miss Iris, hello and welcome. And by the way, I'm Gia Gilias, your HR recruiter at Gia INSTAREVIEW Solutions, the company behind the Gia INSTAREVIEW YouTube channel. And thank you for joining us today. So for the interview for the video editor position, our mission at Gia INSTAREVIEW Solution is to provide honest, reliable, and engaging reviews of loan apps, financial services, so that Filipinos can make informed about borrowing decisions. So today, we'll discuss your experience, your skills, and approach to video editing to see if you're a good fit for our team. So to start, kindly introduce yourself and tell us a little about your background.
Hello, my name is Irish Buatna. I have been working with video editing for 6 years, mostly on YouTube content. I'm familiar with Adobe Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro, and I enjoy creating videos that are engaging, clear, and professional. I'm very excited about this opportunity to work on loan review content for Gia InstaReview.
Great! So let's start with your technical skills. Can you tell me about your experience with video editing software? Which programs do you use most comfortably?
I'm most comfortable with Adobe Premiere and Final Cut Pro. I have experience adding graphics, captions, and transition to enhance video clarity and engagement. I also work with audio editing to make sure sound's quality is professional.
Alright, so our channel focuses on loan apps and financial services. So how do you make sure the content is easy to understand for our viewers?
I focus on clear visual and concise editing. I use on-screen graphics and caption to highlight important points. And I maintain consistent pacing to viewers can follow along easily.
So suppose you receive a video draft that has multiple errors or missing elements. How would you handle it?
I would carefully review the draft, take notes of all errors, and communicate with the content creator clarifications. I'd make the necessary edits while ensuring we meet publishing deadline.
Since you mentioned about deadlines, how do you manage multiple projects with tight deadlines?
I prioritize tasks by creating a schedule for each stage of editing. I communicate with the team regularly and ensure each project stays on track so deadlines are met.
Alright, so can you share an example of a challenging project and how you completed it successfully?
I once edited on a webinar with multiple cameras, angles, captions, and background music. I organized the footage, created a timeline, coordinated with the speaker, and delivered a polished video on time.
Alright, so what do you think is the most important quality for a video editor working on financial review content?
Attention to the detail and accuracy are the most important. Since the content involves financial information, it must be presented clearly and correctly so viewers can trust the reviews.
So Miss Iris, how do you ensure that the video editing style aligns with the brand's tone or personality?
I usually study the brand's existing videos to understand its tone and pacing. Then I apply similar color, grading, fonts, and transitions so the final output feels consistent with the channel's identity.
Okay, so what's your process for incorporating feedback from clients or team members?
I take notes during feedback sessions, list all revisions in order of priority, and make the changes efficiently. I also confirm with the team once all updates are done to ensure everyone's satisfied.
Alright, so how do you handle situations when your creative idea is rejected or changed?
I stay professional and open-minded. I understand that videos editing is a collaborative process, so I adjust my ideas based on what best fits the project's goals.
So, do you also have experience in creating thumbnails or simple graphics for YouTube videos?
Yes, I do. I use Canva or Photoshop to design eye-catching thumbnails and social media graphics that complement the videos and attract more viewers.
Alright, so video editing can sometimes be repetitive, right? So, how do you keep yourself motivated and creative?
I watch other YouTube channels and editing tutorials for inspiration. I also experiment with new transitions and visual effects to keep my style fresh and creative.
Mhm. And how do you ensure the final output meets both creative and technical quality standards?
I always do a final review before export, checking color balance, audio levels, transitions, and spelling in caption to make sure the video is polished and error-free.
Okay, so what kind of editing style do you think works best for Gia INSTAREVIEW audience?
I think a simple, direct, and engaging editing style
Mhm.
works best with clear caption, upbeat background music, and transition that keep the pacing smooth and professional.
Mhm. And if you were to suggest one improvement for Zia Insta review videos, what would it be?
I'd suggest adding short visual comparison or animation snippets showing up features side by side. This would make the reviews even more interactive and easier to understand.
Okay, so how do you stay updated with the latest video editing trends and tools?
I regularly watch editing tutorials on YouTube, follow professional editors on social media, and join creative communities. I also try out new editing plugins and effects to keep my work modern and appealing to today's audience.
And by the way, Miss Iris, collaboration is important in content creation. So how do you work with content creators, scriptwriters, or voiceover artists?
I maintain open communication with the team from start to finish. I make sure I understand the script and concept before editing and ask for feedback at every key stage. That way, the final video reflects the entire team's vision.
All right. So how do you handle pressure when a last-minute revision or urgent upload is requested?
I stay calm and organized. I immediately assess what changes are needed, adjust my workflow, and communicate clearly about the new timeline. Even under pressure, I make sure the video maintains quality before submission.
Finally, why do you want to work at Zia InstaReview Solutions?
I admire your channel commitment to honest and helpful reviews. I want to contribute my editing skills to create engaging content that educate and assist viewers in making informed financial decisions.
Okay, Miss Iris, thank you for sharing your experiences and thoughts. So your proficiency in the video editing and your attention to details are impressive. So actually, you clearly understand how to make complex content engaging and easy to follow. So with this, we will review all applicants and notify selected candidates for the next stage. So that concludes our interview. And we sincerely appreciate the time and effort you've taken to meet with us, and of course your interest in the Zia InstaReview solutions. So kindly wait outside, Miss Iris, while we review your application and determine the next steps. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am.
We are looking to the possibility of working with you, and have a great day, Miss Iris.
Thank you.